Zach, and welcome to another live stream of Sims 3 Pets by 100% series. I decided to just check up on a couple things. I actually found out that I'm actually really close to getting our third and final skill milestone for cooking, and I didn't even know, or at least I don't remember, getting a star chef, so that's actually pretty good. So we're actually, and 14 dishes away from getting the last skill milestone for cooking. But the other thing that I wanted to check when I first started was trying to get a refresher on how many challenges we still need to do for cooking. So I know there was one challenge that we can easily get, or one thing that we can easily get right in this stream possibly, but I'm not going to do it just yet. But the thing that I am thinking of is the fishing challenges, not the catching perfect fish, but the here it is. We can, in theory, complete this challenge chain that we could easily get hook, line, and sinker. We can easily get know your fish, but it will require me to level up my fishing skill level 10, and we can hypothetically easily get this done. Well, this is definitely an easy one we can get done, but we can, in theory, like get this done today if we're able to get a lot done. I'm gonna save the fishing stuff or after we get the cooking stuff done. So if we go over to collection and we go over to incomplete, you can see that we have like a lot of like perfect fish we need to catch, which I need to look into to try and figure out the optimal way of doing that. But the other thing that we need to do is we need to get the cooking done. So we have completed 3 of the 28 challenges. We completed French toast. We completed pancakes. And we completed waffles. The ones that we are working on actively right now is the autumn salad. And the fruit parfait is what it's called. But this is kind of what we're trying to focus on right now, is just trying to get the cooking challenges done. And then we'll transition to getting the oh, fruit parfait actually isn't on here. Oh no, here it is. So we still need to do fruit parfait. So that's what we're working on right now. I just had to get a bit of a reminder because I actually forgot that what we were actually doing last time. I think that one thing that I do want to do is I'm actually trying to think about the optimal way of handling this generation. Obviously, like the most we have to do. Well, for right now, like our primary objective is getting Alec to level 10 in his career, and he is currently at level 9. Although we also need to get Bobby to level 10 in her career, and she is currently at level 6, so she still needs a lot of work done. I think what I want to have what's her name? Zara. Well, I think what we'll have her do is just kind of work on logic skill, trying to get that decently on. So another thing that I want to try and do is really, like, Bobby is the only one we really need to work on to try and, like, finish with our goals. But beyond that, I beyond that, I also want to try and hold on. Okay, so it's athletic we need to work on. Beyond that, I also want to try and make a little bit more progress. Just there she is. He is. I want to try and like make a lot more progress and trying to build our money. The only houses we have yet to buy for the architect challenge that we're working on is all mentioned, and that's probably going to be a couple $100,000. So I want to try and build up the amount of money I get. So when we get, well, we can do it right now, but when we get, you know, when we get the karma bar filled up, we're gonna be using cash thing jackpot more often, just to try and get us enough money for us to be kind of guess settled, I guess you could say. Because I want to make sure we are ready and that we have enough money to spare to buy those houses. So if we look into town map, let me just first hover over briefly the houses that we can buy and edit. Kingsley, this house, Rocky Pine Hill, Gilman, Walls, which is our old house. I think the Dungworth is one we can buy. The Revis is one we can buy. And Empty Lot, Legendary Lane. We also can buy Harvest Nook. I believe the Dungworth actually used to be the Branson house. So that's a house that we actually bought and expanded on. So we don't need to worry about that. We have already edited a lot of Revis. And we have already edited a lot of Branson. We have edited the lots here. And we have edited the lot here. The only thing that we still need to do for the architect achievement is to buy the Kingsley house and edit that lot. We need to buy the Gilman house and edit that lot. And we also need to buy the 2 haunted houses and edit those lots. Now, people watching this may who have played this game may not actually have these houses available. Just as a quick reminder, the Harvest Nook house unlocks during the 9 lives mystery. You just get to a certain point and you unlock this house able for you to purchase it. You also need to capture X amount of spirits on this lot in order to enable you to be able to purchase it. So we essentially have mansions left to buy and edit, but once we get those done, then we should, in theory, have you should, in theory, have God, I can't remember what it's called. We should, in theory, have the challenge for architect. So if we look at the job list of as we need to do skills, we need to get 2 levels in both athletic and logic. Special refrigerator, serve breakfast, do parfait. I don't know why she's consistently gaining weight. Like, I have her exercise so many times and she still gets so ridiculously overweight so fast. I feel like there's something wrong with her character. And again, like, I'm not fat shaming, it's just I like to play things a specific way. Just force my habit, really.
Dweeba.
Yeah, I need you to work on cardio after you eat. Yeah, let's go ahead and cast a jackpot on Alec.
Oh! Woo! Empty bit so toy! Oh! Woo! Plenty Gertzo! Oh! Oh! Baby walk! Feeding!
Hey, why are you going downstairs? Okay. Now we're just gonna have her do that for just a little bit, just so that we can have her get all slim. I have no idea. Like, she's like, Alec doesn't do this. We didn't even have Zard for that long. I'm pretty sure she was just born a couple days ago, but she doesn't do this. Bobby's the only one that consistently gains weight, and I have no idea why that is. There shouldn't be any traits in this game that I can think of that makes it so that you gain weight faster. So I honestly don't know. And the thing is, like, there's no... I guess like maybe fast metabolism, but there's like nothing that I can think of that could. Oh, first of all, we don't even have fast metabolism, so I don't know what could be causing that. It's just so weird. Oh, what are you doing?
Not a rub. Oh. Zinagrin.
Yeah, we need you to clean the dishes and then we'll have you eat.
Clicky.
Okay? Now we need you to eat leftovers. You need to use the bathroom and take a shower. I'll be clean first and then we'll have you take a shower. I honestly trying to think. I think I've had fruit salad before, but I don't think I ever had a fruit parfait.
Oh, Munza.
I needed to work out. I also need you to use the bathroom. I was hoping you wouldn't be interrupt your cleaning thing. As for you, you're actually getting pretty close to getting a level, which is great. Congratulations, you clogged the toilet. Just go ahead and here then, can you even learn the hand skill? No. Hey, dog, I have an idea. Why don't you go out here and dig? Doesn't matter what you do, I just need you out of here. And you got interrupted from your stupid shower. God. Dogs are so annoying in this game. And you got interrupted too. I need you to work out. Jesus Christ, you're not gonna you can lose weight if you keep on getting interrupted by the damn freaking dog. And you got interrupted too. Go ahead and finish your painting. God damn. Workout, cardio. I need you guys to work on your skills, and you're not working on your skills. I had like a weird dream, a series of dreams last night, where like I had a really hard time sleeping last night. I was able to fall asleep until like 1 o'clock in the morning, because I kind of had a little minor case of insomnia. But basically, I had like a dream that I was in the Sims game, and but I was at like a dinner party of all things, and I tried to like go. But there's like a staircase. I remember like it sounds really weird, but there's a staircase that leads down, and alongside the staircase is a railing that hovers over the lower floor. And I approached the railing, and then I got really dizzy and lightheaded, so I tried to use the railing as a balance. And it's kind of one of those dreams where you die a really stupid way. And in that dream, I fell over the railing. Somehow managed to fall over a 5-foot railing, and I'm like 6 feet tall. And I ended up waking up after I died from like cracking my head open on the floor. It's like a really weird dream. It's just, and I woke up before I died because of course I did, but it's just the fact that it was clear to me that I was like in a Sims game, because of the fact of how like the characters are behaving. It's just weird to me. I mentioned this before, but I have frequent issues with insomnia. And I also have a couple other sleeping disorders. I have parasomnia, where I frequently have issues with sleep paralysis. And I also have absomnia, which is abnormal sleeping behavior. And so I'm on like 3 different sleeping pills, and 2 of which are antidepressants with a drowsiness side effect. Plus, I have an over-the-counter melatonin. But it's just that it's weird to me because it's just it's inconsistent when I sleep. Like sometimes I can fall asleep relatively easily, but other times I'm up all night long just unable to fall asleep. It's really kind of frustrating if I'm going to be perfectly honest here. I think she is losing weight. It's just, I remember, like, there's times when her stomach just sucked in like crazy. But so far that hasn't happened yet. Oh, well, there it goes. You are getting very close to a level in painting. Actually, getting pretty close to a couple things. We're getting decently close to a level in athletic for Gort. We still need a decent amount. Stop. We still need a decent amount. We still need 2 whole levels for this. We will, at the very least. Oh, that's nice. We will, at the very least, be getting a level 1 painting. And then you need to paint again. Or just gonna have you do a small painting. I forgot to check something, so just give me one moment. Just want to test my audio. So one thing that I am actually really excited for, if I'm going to be perfectly honest here, this weekend we're actually going to be starting a new series. As I said before, I will not be able to show all the achievements off here because some will be secret. But we will be starting a new 100% playthrough of Saints Row 1. We will not be able to tackle any of the you will not be able to tackle any of the secret achievements, but here are some of the achievements. We also will not be tackling any of the multiplayer related stuff. But let me just go ahead and go over. So pretty much everything story related we will be doing, but for this multiplayer stuff, I will not be able to cover this. And for the record, we're going to be starting Saints Row 1 on Sunday. But we will not be able to cover the multiplayer or the co-op in this game, mainly because of the fact that multiplayer is essentially done in this game, and I will not be able to find anyone who is able to help me get all the achievements to play the multiplayer. I will not be able to get enough people to simulate a multiplayer lobby in Saints Row 1, so I will actually be doing everything in the story, but not touching the multiplayer at all. Saints Row 2 may be another thing, because I may be able to find someone to help me with the co-op, but it's kind of unlikely. So we'll see. Because there are co-op related achievements, but I may be able to do the co-op, but like all this stuff I can't even show because of Xbox 360. But I'll be going over those achievements again I'll be going over those achievements again on in tomorrow's stream, and we'll be going over them one more time on Sunday when we start our 100% playthrough of Saints Row 1. And I actually kind of decided something that I'm actually going to do. I think I mentioned this before, but we're gonna be 100. We're gonna be 100%ing one activity for one main mission. So it may get a little bit out of hand eventually, but that is something that I do want to do. What are you doing? Thank you. The game is glitching out a little bit. Okay, there is something seriously going wrong with my game. It's kind of lagging a little bit. Okay. Let's go ahead and cook. Oh, we can make another fruit parfait. Go ahead and try and get that done. So one thing that I am kind of, I guess, surprised slash relieved on is the fact that I was actually able to finish Sly Cooper 1 last Sunday. If I'm going to be perfectly honest here, I actually was not expecting me to finish that game. And part of the reason was part of the reason was I literally. Oh, nice job. I actually didn't. Okay, I need some entertainment. I was actually expecting me to maybe complete 2 worlds, judging by how much I've been actually struggling with that initially. But I was not expecting me to actually complete the entire game. But I am kind of grateful for that. I kind of realized after that stream that maybe I was affected by my cold, my sickness, a little bit more than I initially thought. And the reason for that was I was really struggling with those Master Thief sprints, like the 2 weeks that I streamed Sly Cooper 1 when I was sick. But as I kind of got over my cold or my bronchitis or whatever it was, I I guess I was just kind of surprised. I guess I was just surprised that I was actually able to complete it with relative ease. Yeah, there were some levels that gave me some trouble, but I literally 100% in the game in a little over 2 hours, at maybe 2 hours 30 minutes. So yeah, considering I spent like 3 hours or 4 hours struggling with completing Master Thief sprints for one world, it does kind of make me realize that maybe, just maybe, I was affected enough by my cold that it was severely affecting my ability to play the game effectively. And it just kind of, I guess it just kind of made me, I guess it just kind of made me realize something that I just wouldn't really expect, I guess you could say, because I just kind of assumed that I was still playing normally. I was still playing effectively, but clearly I wasn't. Clearly I was still not myself, and clearly my cold affected me more than I thought it did. Sorry about that. I actually got my master's degree in the mail, and my mom actually had it professionally framed by the at Michael's. So she was just showing me like the thing, and she was wanting to hang it up in my room, and I just can't deal with that right now. Let's go ahead and use the bathroom, and you, when you are done, we will have you, go ahead and repair his computer. And I think we'll also put the unbreaking upgrade on it, just so that we don't have to worry about it breaking again. We will at the very least be getting promotion from cooking, so that's something to look forward to, I guess. Something that I will say is, I haven't really. I talk about my literary project every now and then, but for a while, I was kind of conflicted about how I wanted it to end, and I think I finally made a decision, and I think I know how I want my story to end. And if I'm successful in doing what I want to do with this story, it could be something that people haven't really, writers, a lot of writers don't really have the opportunity to do anymore. And business office having a party tonight. Unfortunately, in typical business fashion, they didn't allocate enough money for the caterers, so they are a few people short. Quickly get over to the business office and assist with the catering. You'll be paid a cash bonus, and relationship with your boss will improve. So I was gonna say I didn't have a clear idea on what I want to do for the ending of my story, and I think I just kind of have a unique opportunity to do something that not too many writers have the ability to do. And I'm not gonna spoil it. I'm not gonna like explain like what is I have planned right now. It's like I want to be somewhat of a surprise. But let's just say that if I am successful, it could set my story apart from like every other novel series out there right now, which is kind of a bold statement, but it is something that I consider to be true. I uh I I've been wanting from the beginning my novel series to be something that just kind of stands out. My story for this series kind of focuses on the kind of like I do kind of feel like there's kind of an opportunity for people to cosplay some of my characters. What I mean by that is a lot of my characters have unique designs, and I can actually kind of see. Number one, I can see like a movie being made off of this series. I can also see like an anime being made off of this series. I can see a comic book being made off of this series. There's a lot of possibilities for how this story can be adapted, and I think that what I am actually. What are you doing, you dumbass? I think there's a lot of possibilities for where my story could go. Jesus fucking Christ, why do people do this shit? I think there's a lot of possibilities of where my story could go, and if I am successful, it could be something impressive, is all I'm trying to say. But I do have an ending in mind, and there is going to be 13 total books in this series. So it's going to be a long project, but it is something I do want to do. For those curious, my uh, for those curious, my first book is about 75% done. I am very close to being finished with this series and with this book, but it's just gonna be a little bit more time, a little bit more work. But I think it'll be something that will kind of be impressive to some. Congratulations, Bobby's impressive performance has earned her promotion to sous chef as well as a bonus of $1,440. As a sous chef, you must step back from the intriguing flavors and tackle the sour issues of kitchen management. The orders now come from up top, and customers waiting for their meals to pass by all or go home hungry and empty-handed. Bobby now makes $136 per hour and works from 3 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. Turbo customize.
Babu.
Okay, I need you to watch TV. As you know, we're gonna have you sleep. So let me go ahead and check out our career. Actually, I want to check out skills first. Because that's due by Friday. We'll try and get that done on Monday. Try and get that done today. Other thing I want to check was the career. We work 4 days of the 7 in a week. Kind of interesting. Okay, let's go ahead and eat leftovers through Parfait. And we're gonna have you use the bathroom and take a shower. Something I will say is I kind of have this I've been actually like it's every single time I have like a child in this game, I just kind of reminded of this fact. But at this point in my life, I'm not interested in having children. But I have entertained the thought of being a father at some point in the future. But if I were to choose between having a son or a daughter, I think I would rather have a daughter because I kind of feel they would be more well mannered than a son because I feel like boys are just kind of more likely to get into trouble. But I feel like that could be true for like both genders. But I feel like that also depends on how you raise them, I guess you could say. I think I would actually be more willing to be a father to a daughter rather than to fathering a son. I guess I can't really decide like what gender a kid I have because of the fact that it's like a 50-50 chance to get a boy or girl. I guess it also kind of depends on the genes of the parents. It is something that I think about a lot because I do kind of feel I do kind of think it'll be kind of interesting, I guess you could say, to at one point be a father, to just experience what it's like to be a father. Always thought that'd be kind of a cool idea. Let's see, leftovers for Parfait. Then we're gonna have you rummage. Ow! Fucking shit. I am barefoot right now, and I just kicked my table, and my foot just scraped against a leg. And my toe just scraped against the leg, I should say. Okay, see what we get. Okay, let's type up a report. Okay, I need you to go ahead and take a shower, use a bathroom. Gonna have you clean the shower and take a shower. And now I need you to change outfit to every day. And we're gonna have you watch TV. Just to raise your fun level. Okay, let's see what we can do. I need you to eat. Let's have you go ahead and watch TV. And see if we can, God, I freaking hate this shit. Nope. One thing that I am actually kind of considering doing is having Gort retire from his career. This may be the last time we have Gort work. I honestly haven't decided yet, but I am heavily considering having him retire. Can I question my own daughter? No, we cannot. Can we question Gort? No, we cannot. Well, we're gonna be losing some points here. I think that today is actually gonna be the last day where we're gonna have Gort work in law enforcement. Okay, watch Leftovers through Parfait. Excuse me. That's some saliva go down the wrong pipe. Oh, just badinged. So one thing I'm actually considering doing, I'm gonna be perfectly honest here. I was actually planning on streaming for 4 hours today, and I may still do it, but I honestly kind of have. God, do I want to do that? I don't know. I was actually kind of considering in the stream early, but like 2 hours early, but I haven't really. I don't really know if I'm gonna do that. This game isn't gonna complete itself. Yeah, let's go ahead and I'm actually gonna have you work on your job. Wait, 4 p.m. to 9 on Wednesday and Thursday. Okay. Okay, well then let's go ahead and try and get a perfect fruit parfait. Like we have bills to pay. Go ahead and oh wow, can we kick it up a notch? Come on, hurry up and pay the bills. We also have mail. What did we get? Oh, it's for getting max level in heinous. Okay, well, let's continue to make fruit parfait. We got an outstanding last time, so for all I know, this could be the perfect thing that we needed. Go ahead and put away leftovers. Yeah, just go ahead and make another fruit parfait. So we will be at the very least be finishing the parfait challenge, and we probably will get started on the eggs Machiavellian. Let's go ahead and make another fruit parfait. I imagine there's either like one or two more fruit parfaits. We should have this done. When we get a perfect recipe, we're actually going to be using the bathroom and taking a shower just to clean up those needs. And then we're going to be starting working on the eggs Machiavellian. Even making outstanding quality, just try and kick it up a notch. They're supposed to raise it by one level, but I don't think it works for levels this high. Let's go ahead and put away leftovers. Yeah, let's go ahead and put away leftovers. And we'll also clean this counter. Yeah, so I'm just going to make another fruit parfait. So one thing that we will be doing is we're gonna be cooking the perfect recipe of every recipe except for the ambrosia because it actually requires a perfect fish, I believe, in order to cook. And for that, we will actually be progressing the fishing skill and working on getting that done. We keep on getting outstanding quality. I imagine we must be getting close to the threshold of getting well, that does it for all we can do for right now. Let's go ahead and make a autumn salad, and this will actually be the last autumn salad, the last cooking we do for now, because we need to get have her use a bathroom and take a shower. Be nice if we can get some recipes done today. There's only really 2 recipes in cooking. We need to do eggs Machiavellian and fruit parfait. But we have a lot more lunch and dinner items to do, and dessert we haven't even touched. Go ahead and go to the bathroom, and we'll go ahead and take a shower. Let's go ahead and take a look at Alec and see how he's doing. Actually doing pretty well. He's actually almost halfway through this career. I think I am gonna have Gorge retire. Here's a compromise. Since I actually do want to work on and get something else done today, we're not going to be streaming until 5, but we are going to be streaming until 4. So that's a compromise. We're not ending 2 hours early, we're ending 1 hour early. And try and explain what I am trying to, what I want to try and do is, if I'm gonna be perfectly honest, there's another game that I'm working on right now, and I'm very close to completing it. So I honestly rather try and get that game done. I really want to try and get that game done today, and I don't know if I'll have enough time. But actually playing it like off and on for the past couple of days, I'm actually very close to being finished with it. So, and that's actually been what I've been kind of thinking of, because I been actually kind of wanting to actually play that game again. But don't worry, every other day will be a full 4-hour live stream. Actually, I may even go back on what I said, because I just go and stream for 4 hours anyway. But the reason why I'm hesitant to just kind of end things off early is because last week I also streamed for 3 hours when typically I stream for 4. So I haven't. This is the game that I've been kind of enjoying myself the least on, if I'm going to be perfectly honest. So it's easy for me to procrastinate and just kind of put this off until later, mainly because I just haven't really been enjoying myself as much for this game. And part of the reason why I haven't been enjoying myself is because it's very slow progress. And this is honestly not that fun of a game for me to stream, if I can be perfectly honest here. And excellent quality, go ahead and put away leftovers. We'll go ahead and make another oven salad. I think I am gonna have Gorge retire because this is actually kind of being a little bit problematic with how there's only really one person that's gonna be uh, getting progress on. Plus, Gord is essentially done. I got what I wanted him to do out of the way, so we are gonna have Gord retire. Okay, let's go ahead and watch TV. Salad, put away leftovers. My dog is barking right now. Really do apologize for that. I can't do anything about it. They're in the backyard barking their head off. We have a homeless problem in my neighborhood. Right around the corner is two gas stations. Literally one gas station right across the street from the other. And there's another gas station just down the street. And homeless people congregate at those two gas stations, and they often set up camp in the woods behind my house. And oftentimes, homeless people will walk behind our fence and kind of tease our dog. So it wouldn't really surprise me at all if those homeless people were behind our fence, just kind of peeking over it and trying to tease our freaking dogs. It would not surprise me at all. I've actually had a couple break-ins in my neighborhood because homeless people try to break into cars and try and steal stuff out of it. In fact, we have a steep driveway and we have our cars parked in, like 3 cars parked in the driveway, a couple parked in the street. And we have technically 5 cars, actually 2, 3, 4, yeah, 5 cars total, plus my grandpa's truck. And, he, I'm trying to think. My, stop. Nice. My grandpa, that actually should be, all these skill milestones for cooking. I was gonna say that we have like 5 cars total plus my grandpa's truck. And, my grandpa actually, nice, he got everything done. My grandpa actually, or we actually had homeless people, uh, try and like walk up our steep driveway and trying to break into our cars. So it's not uncommon for our homeless people to just kind of cause trouble in our neighborhood. It's kind of sad, but it's true. It's just our homeless people just really trying to make things difficult for people. Okay, let's go ahead and put away the leftovers. We're going to make another arm salad. I will actually get some of these cooking challenges done. I should have probably had Zara try and meet new people, make new friends. I can get an idea how many kids are in the school. Because we need to try and get some prepared. As of right now, like, Neil is kind of my best bet because I feel like that I can have Neil work on being a politician. That's one of the careers we still need to do. Inventory, I need you to... Where's your homework? See, this is outstanding quality. It's gonna make another salad. I need you to work on your painting. Okay, let's go ahead and go back to sleep. Salad, put away leftovers. Have lunch, autumn salad. So let me actually go ahead and first express this. There is a challenge for getting to 150,000 lifetime rewards. And we are currently at 82,000 for Gort. So I think we may try and get Gort's done. Use Gort to get that achievement. That challenge. Okay, let's go ahead and make another salad. Getting very close to getting that level. When Alec gains the level in painting, we're gonna have him actually we're gonna have him go to sleep, but we're also going to have him work on logic from that point on. Going to use a Connor power. Yeah, like my goal is to try and like have a decent amount of money stockpiled. So that we're more prepared for the Architect's challenge. Did my game just freeze? I can't move my cursor. I didn't save at all. Please don't tell me my game just froze. Oh, thank God. I am actually going to save because that just kind of scared the shit out of me. Oh, we're over 1.1 million. I don't like how it's actually almost crashed on me, so just gonna save real quick so we don't lose freaking an hour and 32 minutes of progress. Oh, something that I will say. I just kind of remembered something. Tomorrow may actually be a big day if you've been watching this Assassin's Creed Unity series. Tomorrow, we will be doing the last of the Paris stories. We will be clearing out the last of the districts. We will be completing sequence 10 or sequence 11. And best of all, we will be possibly, very possible, we will be kind of trying to think. It's very possible, but we may actually be Uh, what are you doing? We may be getting to work on clearing out the level 3 chests in every single district. It'll be a huge deal. Forgot a mouse, sorta. Okay, when Zara is done, when our opponent gets a decent amount of point, I think it's actually good now. I have her take a shower, and we're gonna have her go to sleep. You are actually done, so we're gonna have you go upstairs and use the bathroom. We're gonna have you clean first, and then we're gonna use the bathroom. And then we're gonna have you go to sleep. I actually feel pretty good right now. We are gonna have Gord eat something. I'm actually kind of feeling pretty good about today. Because looking at the challenges that Gord has, it's actually very possible that we may get a decent amount of work done here. Because we will be getting about 5,006, 9,000 points just by working on athletic. We are going to be getting a level 1 athletic, which is great. I need to get Zara's skills up, but I'm not really too worried about it right now. See, this is 500 points. Okay, now let's go ahead and writing port on Austin Gaddis. Fortunately, it does not look like that I will be working out for 10 hours for the challenge, but we are going to be making decent progress for the Master Athletic Skill. Use the bathroom. Gonna have you eat. Change outfit every day. Eat leftovers. Prove parfait. Use the bathroom. Okay, we need you to use the bathroom and take a shower. Then we're gonna have you work on logic. Dude, stop! Wait, what? You didn't eat. Weird. Yeah, you can go to sleep. Didn't eat anything though. Dude, how long is your shower gonna be? I need you to take a shower now. Okay, let's go ahead and eat. Let's go ahead and sleep. Okay, let's go ahead and continue making fruit parfaits. Hey, hell yeah. Hell yeah, we got it done. Okay, so now let's go ahead and make eggs Machiavellian, a recipe that I never even heard of before. Apparently has watermelon. We have improved meal quality on this, so this may actually be easier to make, to get. We should have improved meal quality. Motherfucker! Well, that was easy. Yeah, well, there's no other recipe we can make now, so let's just go ahead and I guess we can make dessert. Oh, dude, that freaking sucks. Angel food cake also is a recipe that requires ingredients. my friends getting online just kind of scared me a little bit. I thought I got an achievement, I was gonna say. I'm pretty sure this friend never transitioned. That's funny. I don't think that one of my friends, the friends that just got online, I'm pretty sure that I met him back when the 360 days when when 360 was a current generation. I don't know if he ever like switched to from 360 to next generation. It's honestly kind of funny to me. I have a couple of friends actually that I'm pretty sure never actually got off of I'm pretty sure they never actually got off of got into like the next generation consoles. There was actually a time I do know there's some I do know I have some friends that actually still play the Xbox One and they don't play the Xbox Series X. They thought it was just gonna be like a graphical improvement. And there's also like the issue of people thinking you need a 4K TV, which actually isn't really true. It just means if you have an HDTV, it just means that you won't be able to access the full functions of the series. Go away, antivirus program. But it's just kind of funny to me, the fact that my friends are still, some of my friends just hasn't really branched out to trying different. Can we make brunch now? No. Wait, what time is our job? 3 p.m. to 8:30. Really killing time. I guess what we can do while we're waiting, no sense in doing nothing, I may as well try and get some of the desserts out of the way. I don't think I ever had key lime pie. I always kind of wonder what it was taste like. I actually like limes. I just never actually. I don't think I ever had tried that before. Austin Fields. Well, he is not. Doesn't have a household, so it's just a random sim. Congratulations with the promotion to Dynamic DNA Profiler. Alex Knight can now do additional analysis on the computers. Yes! Congratulations! Alex's impressive performance has earned him promotion to Dynamic DNA Profiler as well as a bonus of $3,180. Without Pierre, Alec is in charge. If there was a criminal at the scene, you can pin them to the crime. You can even do it if they weren't there. That sounds fraudulent. That sounds like bad policing. As Dynamic DNA Profiler, you can find genes in genes, chromosomes in the ozone, and samples where no criminal would think to leave them. You are simply the finest the forensic analysis department has to offer, and the citizens of the world sleep safely knowing it. Alec now makes $397 per hour and works from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Awesome.
Maybe yo.
For those curious, I have a cord blocking like the right side, a part of the right side of the screen, and it was blocking my live thing. Even though I can literally just look down and see that I'm currently live, I couldn't see the red dot on my desktop, so I was worried that I wasn't actually live for some reason. So I had to lean over to see the red dot behind the cord. Yeah, I'm so stupid sometimes. Awesome. We're now officially over 50% completed this game. 152 challenges at 300. That's awesome. Go over here. Take a look. Okay, so you work Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Take a look at your career. $397 per hour. Let me pull up my calculator. $397 times, let's see, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 5. $1,985 per hour. I mean, per day, I should say. Let's have you work on your logic. Fresh refrigerator, have lunch, autumn salad. Salad, put away leftovers. How? Emmett. I need to look at the wishes. Because I already forgot, like, when I can do this. Wednesday and Thursday. Okay, so we're doing it Wednesday. What's that negative moodlet? I honestly don't know what that negative moodlet is. Okay, we did not get it that time. Go ahead and put away leftovers. I actually feel pretty good about today. This is already shaping up to be a great stream. Need you to eat. I need you to lie down. Alright, what I was gonna check was a combat power. We're due for another award. Go ahead and cast it on Alec. Oh, we have 5 free karma uses. Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and cast another one. I'm really kind of curious to see how much money we're gonna get from this once we cast all of them. We're already at almost 1. Well, we're almost at 1.13. $1.16. Wow. Okay, let's go ahead and cast another one. $1.17, almost 1.18. Oh, almost 1.2. Hell yeah, 1.2 million. I wonder if there's a cap. It wouldn't surprise me if it caps off at like 9,999,999. It just that seems like the type of game where it doesn't go up infinitely. There's probably a money cap from it. Although it could also be 99,999,000. Fuck is that sound? Sounds like a helicopter, but it sounds like it's flying low. Gonna go in. Joan Tanner. Yeah, she's also a random person. One thing I am kind of legitimately a little bit curious about something. We could, in theory, get a couple more achievements than I initially planned. Depending on if we're able to like, pull a couple things off. Excuse me. That's how we're gonna get about halfway to this promotion. Oh God. Okay. It'd be nice. Voice crack. It'd be nice if we could get another promotion, and by the end of the stream. Fortunately, we're gonna have 2 days of essentially nothing, so probably not gonna happen, but we can try.
Ouda Hill, Vondiad Bondaglarn, Donga Duzad, Teague, Emble Vazixelwangle, Flarp Grumble,
How did a dog dig a hole through a deck? That's what I want to know. Why are you still at school? Let's go ahead and inventory. Work on your homework. I need you to sleep. And I need you to clean out bad food. And we'll also have you sleep. Speaking of bad food, maybe a little bit of TMI, but recently we had Chinese food a couple weeks ago, and just sort of kind of forgot about it. I definitely did. And because I usually just kind of power through like the leftovers, but I honestly kind of forgot they even existed. And 2 weeks, or at least say 2 weeks of Chinese food sitting to the fridge, surprise, surprise, makes it go bad. And a couple days ago, I threw the Chinese food into the garbage, the outside garbage bin. And now every single time I open the freaking lid to throw something away, it smells so rancid. Ugh. Really the worst smell ever. It's... I don't know, like, what type of thing was in that food. Like, I know it has, like, a bunch of meat because we had, like, sweet and sour chicken and stuff. I know we had some, like, shrimp, but still, it's just so horrible. It just smells so bad. It's literally the worst smell ever. I honestly can't wait until next week on Thursday when freaking garbage day comes, because the sooner we can get that horrible food out of the garbage, the better. I think it may have been like 3 weeks ago when we had Chinese food. I honestly can't remember. I need you to have canned soup, Need you to take a shower. And I need you to sleep. What are you doing? What are you doing here? Go here and go to sleep. I need you to use a bathroom. Looks like Alec is going to wake up soon. Let's go ahead and go into build and buy mode. Just buy a painting, just get rid of that skill. That should complete his thing, and there goes. As for to paint something brilliant, Let's go downstairs and we'll have you eat. And then we're gonna have you work on your painting. Bread and jam, clean up. Then we're gonna have you have a quick meal. Bread and jam. One thing that I am kind of curious about, I wasn't able to do this with Gordon. I ended up having to have him retire just so that I can have access to everything for Alec. But I am kind of curious about oh, my brain just fried. I really want to be able to like get the max thing for both Alec, for both painting and logic for Alec. Because if I do that, then I'll be making a lot more progress. Oh my god, why do you keep on gaining weight? It makes no fucking sense. One thing that I am kind of wanting to do is I actually want to have another kid. So we can at least try and get both of the careers, have a chance to get both of the careers done one playthrough. But I do want Gore to die. As bad as it sounds. And him dying will actually open up the possibility of us getting a couple of challenges. Thank you for the follow, Naira Ali. Really do appreciate it. Thank you for the follow again, Anna Martinez. I thought you already followed. And thank you for the follow, Nora Lame? I can't tell if that's an L or an I. Cannot tell that's not I or an L. It's either a capitalized I or a lowercase L. That's nothing. By the way, I'm freeing. Oh, I'm a friend of Etel. I swear to God, like Etel has just been nothing but helpful for me. As like the last time she had like a bunch of her friends come over, she come to my stream. They helped me get to 50 followers. So I really do appreciate it. But I swear, like, Etel is, like, too good to me. Like, she's been nothing but helpful for my channel. I need you to work out. You need to eat, and we're also going to have you. We're gonna have you work on logic. I have no idea why Bobby is like the only sim in my family to consistently always gain so much weight, like so fast. Like none of the other sims in my household gain as much weight as Bobby is. Like I swear to God, like if it was the same for every other sim, then this guy would be fat. That child would be fat. Like I swear to God, like for some reason it's only this sim, and I have no idea why. My dogs are barking again, and I can't really do anything about it. They're barking in the backyard, so hopefully it doesn't come up in the mic. Is there anything that... Oh yes, we actually... we needed to work on a couple things. Painting, sell... I need you to eat, dumbass dog. swear to God, like pets never take care of themselves. They already have a bottomless pet bowl. And now I need you to paint. Just gonna do a large painting. And there she goes. And once again. Like, I have no idea, like, why. It's just, it doesn't make any sense. I even tried to look into this a couple times. Like, there's no traits in the game that makes it so that Tim's just gain weight faster. There's literally nothing in the game's code that does it, so my mindset is that this is probably a glitch that I've never even heard of before. It literally makes no sense to me. I honestly forgot about that. Okay, can we take care of that opportunity now? 4 p.m., that's right. Okay, well, let's go ahead and try and get some of the desserts taken care of. It is so crazy to me how Emily Eggleston, for those that don't know that Zara just met, was actually in school when my Alec Knight, who is painting right now, she was in school when he was a kid, so it's just like an immortal sim in this game. Another outstanding pie. Can we kick it up a notch? I don't think we can. I think it only works for lower quality stuff. That's still outstanding. Let's go ahead and put away leftovers. Gonna make one more key lime pie. Actually, no, we're not. Because now it's lunchtime and I can actually work on salads again. This is a reminder I'm working on the challenges for making perfect recipes. We cannot, like, get a perfect quality autumn salad for some reason. I think the highest I've ever gone was outstanding, but we never been able to get anything higher than that. Oh, we got outstanding again. So my needs are getting a bit low. Did you break the toilet again? That's an easy one. Gonna get rid of cooking. So I said before earlier today that we're gonna be streaming in Amy Lion. That's interesting name. Oh. Huh. Looks like she has another kid named Leela Lion. I mean, Buttons Lion has another kid named Leela Lion is what I meant. Bargain John, use. So this image for some reason, I have no idea why these are clearly not the same thing. But the landscape, the environment, it reminds me of the Teletubbies. I have no idea why, but it does. And I think it's because of the design of the sun. I think that's why it just kind of reminds me of that, but it's just so weird to me, just seeing that design. I think my brain is completely fried right now. I don't know if I finished my thought earlier, but I'm just gonna say it again, just in case I didn't. We're gonna be streaming until 4:30 today, not 5. Because I do want to make sure that we get one thing done so I don't forget. Oh, we actually made a lot good progress today, so got a couple perfect recipes. We almost have. Actually, no. We do have every single breakfast recipe. The only thing we didn't cook is ambrosia, and we need special ingredients for that. One of them requires fishing, so we're not gonna worry about that just yet. We did get a couple of. I honestly can't remember. Did we get like a normal food thing? Like a normal dinner recipe is what I meant. No, it doesn't look like it. But we did, at the very least, complete the breakfast thing, so it's good progress. Really catching perfect fish, perfect quality fish, and cooking perfect quality recipes is really gonna be like the most time consuming and most pain in the ass part of this thing, but we will get it done. I don't know, in my opinion, like there's really nothing in this game that is overly difficult. A lot of the things in this game that's required for 100% completion, like the challenges, are more time consuming than difficult. So I'm positive that I can get it done. It will just take a lot of work. But if we keep at it, we will finish it. Perseverance is my strongest attribute. And I actually kind of mean that a little bit, honestly, and not even saying as a joke. When I was a kid, my elementary school would give awards out to kids, like based on like certain things they did in class. Like they have like if someone did something that the teachers considered to be responsible, like the kid would get like a responsibility award. I've gotten the award for perseverance like 10 times at that elementary school. In the same elementary school, I got suspended a total of 56 times because I couldn't control my behavior with my autism. And it was at a time period when no one really knew what autism was. So it just kind of made things like really difficult for me because I got detention so many times. I got detention so many times from teachers whenever I have like an outburst in class that I had no control over, or whenever I had a tantrum. I got suspended or got detention so many times that I'm pretty sure every single teacher there hated me. And meanwhile, whenever I got suspended, my parents, who didn't know that what I had was autism, because I wasn't diagnosed then, and they thought it was behavior that was within my control. So every single time I got suspended, I got grounded. So I couldn't really do anything at home. Whenever I have a tantrum, it's always my fault for the longest time. Like I even was sent to like a psychiatric facility in Southern California, and they were trying to observe me for a certain period of time to try to see like what it would be like whenever I had tantrum. But they kept me on like painkillers or something that just kind of made me more loopy than anything else. So I, instead of them, uh, instead of them, like trying to see what it's like whenever I had a meltdown or a tantrum, they had me essentially high on pills where they thought I was well behaved because I was just on medication. And as soon as my dad just convinced them to take me off that meds, like within this, like not even like uh within like 5 hours, whatever, I had a meltdown. And my dad just took me away from that place. They just thought they were just idiots, which they kind of were. But it was just at a time, it was like the early 2000s. It was at a time when people didn't even really know what autism was. So it's just really kind of a shame. People are more aware of autism now. especially with movies like Temple Grandin, actions by Temple Grandin and other people in the field of autism who just kind of make this kind of a more well known, but wasn't too long ago when people with autism were just kind of suffering in school. And honestly, the worst part of my of school was honestly the kids because I got bullied so much by kids wanting to see me react. School really sucked, if I'm gonna be honest here. Like I had like a much easier time in high school and college than I did with elementary school. And I honestly can't remember what the heck brought up that conversation. Your assistant to the caterers was just in time. You helped prepare succulent meals for the masses that were hot, scrumptious, and a perfect complement to the buffet of serving tables. Your boss really appreciates your help, and it seems your relationship has improved. You also earned this cash bonus. And I need you to clean up the salad. Also gonna have you eat, and we're gonna have you go to sleep. Oh, you're on the honor roll. You dumbass dog. Come home and eat. I was wondering where you were. And we're gonna have you go to sleep. Eat leftovers, key lime pie. Also gonna have you recycle all the newspapers. Let's go ahead and clean up. And we're gonna have you use a bathroom, and we're gonna try and get your um athletic skill maxed. One second, I have something in my throat. Oh god. Felt like I was gonna die. Uh It'd be really nice if we could get this thing done. Okay, let's go ahead and rummage in the trash. I have no idea what that is on the table. And I don't know if I want to know. Something on that, it looks like a paint can, but has like flies flying around it. Hey, I need you to report on Austin Gaddis. And I need you to eat. And I need you to work out. We're getting very close to mastering this skill. eat leftovers, key lime pie. I need you to go upstairs and use the bathroom and shower. One second. Speaking of Etel, she sent me a message. That's not what I meant. I'll just be just a little bit. I'm paying Etel to draw some concept art of characters from my book and environments from my book for an upcoming video that I'm planning on making for YouTube in relation to my project. And I asked her to make a change, and I think there was an error in uh, that phrase. Error in translations? I can't remember how that phrase goes. I think she misunderstood what I was asking, so I just want to clarify this real quick. So, what? I'm almost done here, so I'm just I realized why why that change was made, and it was completely my bad. I completely misspoke, I guess. So it's just because I misspoke. She kind of created something I didn't actually want. I actually, for those curious, one things that I'm commissioned from ETAL is to create what is essentially what I call the Outer Council, which is sort of like the leaders of heaven in my story. And they're kind of modeled after judges, but they're also modeled after the two king system from ancient Sparta. But they're more so modeled after judges. And when they convene to decide something for heaven, they sit behind what is essentially like a bench that judges sit behind when they're ruling on something. And that's what when I was making a thing of what I wanted her to do, I mistakenly called them podiums. And because I called them podiums, she took away the bench that the elders were sitting behind and instead made them sit behind podiums. Like actual rectangular podiums that people speak at universities. That was completely my bad. It was like a Freudian slip, but I did not mean to say podiums. Connected to the structure, the elders were sitting. Trying to be very careful of my language. One of the things that I often one of the things that I often like quote every now and then is a line from what's his name? Clay from Borderlands 3. Language can be just as deadly as a bullet in the wrong hands or something like that. I can't remember what exactly he said. It's been a long time since I watched that thing, but it's something that often I quote. But that was completely my bad. That was such a Freudian slip. Okay, let's go to the bathroom. Actually, let's go ahead and continue to work out. I think that's good. We do have some more bills, so let's go ahead and pay bills. We're gonna use the bathroom and take a shower. Not what I wanted, I wanted you. Eat leftovers, key lime pie. Go upstairs and use a bathroom, and then we are going to have you sleep. It's kind of funny because I mentioned to Ital, like in a message I was just sending her, that it was kind of a Freudian slip on my part. Believe it or not, like Freudian slip wasn't actually in my vocabulary until relatively recently. I mean, I heard it. I used the very definition many times because I definitely had like a lot of issues of Freudian slips, but I didn't actually know what it was called until college when I actually kind of experienced that name. Believe it or not. And one of those moments when education was kind of lacking. Oh, that sink needs to be cleaned. Yeah, let's go ahead and clean this atrocious sink. Damien Karen. Who's Damien Karen? Hey, we need you to have lunch, autumn salad. I'd be really happy if you could get this done. Clean. Have lunch, autumn salad. We got another one. Put away leftovers, please. Nice. Making great progress today. Now let's get a perfect mac and cheese. Put away leftovers. I think that's actually gonna do it for today, if I'm gonna be perfectly honest here. We got a lot done. We got a lot more than I actually had planned to do, if I'm gonna be perfectly honest here. I did not think that we get so many perfect recipes, but yeah, so if we go into... We actually can't check this, I don't think. Can do all... We actually can't see how many we have done, but I know for a fact we did get to level 10 in one of the other law enforcement careers, so we don't have to worry about that again. In other news, we have gotten the autumn salad done. We have gotten eggs Machiavellian done. We got French toast done last time. We got fruit parfait done. So we got 3 recipes done, which may not seem like a lot, but it is actually pretty significant. And we got a lifetime wish done. I think that's gonna do it for today. I think that's like all I want to do for right now. If you are remotely interested in what you see today, all the games I cover on my channel will be for 100% completion. I'm going to be streaming Sims 3 Pets yet again next Friday, 1 p.m. to 5 Pacific Standard Time. I'm going to be streaming Assassin's Creed Unity for 1% completion on Saturdays, 1 p.m. to 5 Pacific Standard Time. There you go, 153 challenges completed of 300. I'm gonna be streaming Saints Row 1. First live stream of Saints Row 1 will be streamed on Sundays, 1 p.m. to 5 Pacific Standard Time. As always, if you're interested in games to be played for 1% completion, know that not only go from 100% in-game statistics, but 100% achievements as well. Big shout out to Naira Alley, Anna Martinez 77, and Nora Lame. I really don't know if that's an L or not. Really big shout out to those 3 people for following me today. Really means a lot to me. Every little bit of support is, of course, greatly appreciated. That's gonna do it for today. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all next time.